Yo, it's your boy Honcho's House. I'm back with a quick video. Yo, an update on this HRB situation. They're saying that HRB's Lil Dotz, Jayvon Tison, and 5 others have each been sentenced to 17 years in prison for their alleged plot to shoot rival drill rapper Digga D. And they're saying Fredo is abroad. He's not been arrested. Look, I'm going to show you guys where the reports are coming from right now. This is where we're seeing this news. It's just come out. It's literally just come out. And this is what they're saying is happening. It's absolutely crazy. 17 years is dark, bro. 17 years kind of seems like a drag, if I'm completely honest. But at the same time, these are the consequences of what happens if you do these sort of things. So we basically know that 7 members of HRB, look, I'm going to read this out for you. We know 7 members of HRB got convicted over a plot to buy a gun to shoot Digga D. Fredo was named as a co-conspirator in the same indictment, and if he comes back to the UK, it's highly likely he'll be arrested and charged too, but he hasn't been arrested so far because he's not in the country to even be arrested. But yo, it's actually dark, bro. 17 years, like, this is what happens, man. If you end up in that life, like, this is the stuff that can happen. It's actually deep. And remember, their plan to conspire to buy a gun to shoot Digga D never got shot, bro. Digga D never actually got hurt. But the police got enough evidence on this whole situation. I did a video yesterday kind of breaking down the whole case papers and everything. And it's dark, bro. It's dark. They had enough evidence. They were basically observing them from like 2022 all the way up until now. Now, obviously, they found enough evidence to actually convict them, find them guilty, and sentence them. But yo, it's dark, bro. We're gonna find out more about this whole situation as more stuff unfolds. Obviously, we got the information from Chris Summers at Total Crime. So I'm just gonna show you guys exactly where the information came from to start with. So look, this is Chris Summers at Total Crime, and this was the report that came out on August 4th. So this was 2 days ago, and he basically put out saying 7 members of the Harrow Road Boys HRB gang have been convicted in relation to an attempt to buy a gun as part of a plan to shoot rival drill rapper Digga D, real name Rhys Herbert. Named on the indictment as a co-conspirator was Marvin Bailey, the rapper Fredo, who is believed to be abroad. And so these were the people that were convicted. It says Jayvon Tison, which I believe is Lil Dotz, Kylann Grannum, Mustafa Abdalla, Romello Briggs-Leon, Crump, Yasin Abdulla, and Herman Yikalo were found guilty of conspiracy to possess a firearm with intent between July and November 2022. And Abraham Safo Frimpong was found not guilty of that offence, but was convicted, as were all the others, of a second offence of contravening the Prisons Act relating to smuggling mobile phones into jail. And you can see he said on that day, on August the 4th, all 8 would be sentenced later this week. Obviously, this is 2 days later, and now 5 have allegedly been sentenced. Like, these are the reports that are coming out from the TMC Music Connoisseur on X. That's what we're seeing. I believe they've got the information from Chris Summers' Total Crime Substack. I believe that they've credited that, and Chris Summers is a very reliable source. He literally sits in court and reports on the situations, reports on the trial, or he gets the live footage or the live trial and reports on it. So he knows what he's talking about. And if they're crediting Chris Summers, I'm believing this will be true. But for Lil Dotz and 5 others, I'm wondering what's happening with the other 2, because I know there's 7 who got convicted, found guilty for that, the Digga D thing, the buying the gun to hurt Digga D. But then this Abraham guy who got convicted of basically having the phone, I wonder what's going on there. And then obviously Fredo's abroad. He's not been arrested or charged. So Fredo's out of the equation at the moment. If he returns back to the UK, it could be peak. But yo, so basically what they were saying that happened was, this is what I believe happened. I'm not 100% sure, but I think one of these HRB members was in jail and had a phone. The cell got raided. They found the Snapchat group chat on the phone, and in that Snapchat group chat is where these guys are conspiring to buy a strap to go and shoot Digga D, who was at Tape Studio. Tape is a nightclub in London, but he was at the studio recording there for a while. They knew he was going to be there, and basically started trying to plan how they're going to basically get a strap to hurt him. But yo, it's dark, man. Like, I know, obviously, look, justice has been served or whatever, but I do actually feel sorry for Lil Dotz. Like, I know he lost his brother. I think it was a car crash. Like, it's dark, man. And now, obviously, this has happened in 17 years. It's like, I mean, these are the consequences of your actions, but at the same time, like, I do actually have a bit of sympathy. I'm not going to lie. Like, Lil Dotz was doing well with the music. 2 years ago, you can see HRB Lil Dotz and AGB Broad Day. They had the song Roll Up. Like, again, he's got a song, Lil Dotz and Broad Day again, Super Demons, that got 2.9 million views 3 years ago. Lil Dotz Trapping and Jugging got 3.7 million views. Lil Dotz Haters got 4 million views. Again, Active Gang Broad Day, HRB Lil Dotz Active Pattern got 1.9 million views. His track with Fredo, 3.1 million views. Even here, 4 years ago, getting 500,000 views. Like, his Mad About Bars getting 1.2 million views. It's actually dark, bro. Like, this is Lil Dotz here, innit, if you don't know. Let me just make sure that the audio is going to come out correct. But, yo, it's a sad day for HRB. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a very sad day for HRB. Digga D is probably happy about this situation. Obviously, these lot have conspired to try and shoot him. So, he's probably happy about the situation. But, look.
Shout out M6 exclusive.
This is Lil Dotz here.
Right now. PG me some Jordan ones I had before, but you know what I mean? Have to get them again. Shout him out, man. Get him. Any J's you want. Get him.
It's dark, man. It is actually dark, bro. Like, again, Lil Dotz fresh home.
I had to leave my young G on the wing, man.
Oi, gang them. Gang them, we outside, man. They let us out. How we coming, man? Left our shit with the folks. We back outside.
I'm gonna call him right now.
It's dark, man. It is dark, bro. It is dark. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This whole situation's just crazy. I don't even know what to make of it at this point. 17 years though, like, it's mad. Now, I believe the reason they got this 17 years is because on the case papers, which I broke down the other day, I broke down that yesterday, I believe. There was a lot of stuff going on, bro. The police basically put cameras in the flats that they were doing whatever they was doing at, where they was hiding drugs, hiding guns. They put all of that stuff. They had all of that stuff on camera. Like, the police had actually put CCTV footage. They had CCTV footage of that because they were observing them for a long time. So it's like, it's absolutely crazy, bro. Like, it's just mad. It's just absolutely mad. I'm trying to find the case papers now, just so we can go back into them and I can show you guys a bit about them. But yo, it's dark, bro. Like, what do you guys think about it? Do you think this is the right thing to happen? Like, for them to be getting sentenced to 17 years for it, do you think that's a fair sentence for what happened? Because nobody was actually shot. No one was hurt. Yeah, they conspired to do that. But again, a conspiracy case with firearms, like, they did find the firearms. Like, it's actually peak. So, like, in the case papers, like, look, I'll show you guys. Look, on the case papers, it's saying stuff here like the police went to search an address in W10. Their target was a flat in a block at 84 Bruckner Street, in particular flat number 1, which was occupied by someone called Tafari Lee. Their presence was noticed by at least one of the members of the Snapchat group. Lewis Tyson sent to Jayvon Tison a message which read, "Convoy of feds coming into the Zart." Zart being a reference, like, Jayvon Tison is Lil Dotz, by the way. Zart being a reference to Mozart Estate. Lewis Tyson was right. Police came to the estate, went into the flats. They went into flat 1 and searched a service cupboard adjacent to the flat itself. This is where it gets dark. In there, they found two guns and ammunition to go with them. They were both handguns. They were in 2 separate bags within the cupboard. One of the guns was a revolver manufactured by Enfield. The second gun was a Springfield 9mm pistol. Both guns were found to be in full working order. In the case of the Springfield pistol, it contained a magazine which was loaded with 10 rounds of live ammunition. So the police found a shoulder bag containing the loaded pistol and a plastic bag containing the revolver. In addition, there was a further separate carrier bag which contained more ammunition. When examined by the expert, the bag was found to contain 10 live bullets and 11 blanks. All of the ammunition from the separate bag was found wrapped in a white plastic bag. The bag was itself contained in another plastic bag. As I said, flat 1, The address next to the cupboard from where the guns and ammunitions were recovered was the home of someone called Tafari Lee. He features in our event schedule. He is someone who has exchanged messages with the first defendant, Jayvon Tison, aka Lil Dotz. He has also been mentioned by the 7th defendant, Harry Crump, in messaging. The police sent the weapons, ammunition and packaging for testing and forensic examination. This examination revealed the following, and obviously this part's cut out, but yo, it's dark, bro. It's dark. It's dark. Again, the obo was on them, bro. The obo was completely on them. Like, if you go and look into these case papers yourself, you can basically find out everything that the police had, all the evidence that the police had. They were being observed from 2022, and they collected enough evidence. They found them conspiring to buy the gun to go and shoot Digga D, and then they've actually found 2 straps. Like, it's all just lining up for the police to charge them, convict them, then find them guilty, like, and now being sentenced to 17 years, bro. 17 years is such a long time. Like, I know this situation is crazy. I do feel like 17 years is a bit of a drag for what it was. Yes, you can't have guns in the UK. That's completely illegal, and the stuff they are doing is completely illegal. So obviously justice has to be served, but no one was actually hurt. And it's like, no one actually got shot. No, like, I know they've got the straps, but it's dark that because they got the evidence of them planning to go and do whatever they was going to go and do to Digga D, and then finding the straps. It's like, right, you was basically planning to shoot him, which could have murdered him. So look, we're gonna give you pretty much a life sentence because you're willing to go and murder people. You've got the straps there. It's all lining up. All the evidence is there. We've got cameras of everything. They've got enough evidence of everything. It's like, yo, that's it. There's enough evidence to send you away for 17 years. So that's what they are saying at the moment. I'll find out more reports as more stuff comes out. All I've seen on X is the TMC music connoisseur saying HRB Lil Dotz and 5 other members of HRB have been sentenced to 17 years for their plot to go and shoot Digga D. So that's the information that I've got so far. I'm believing they got it from Chris Summers at Total Crime, who is a very reliable source, which is why I'm able to actually put the video out and say it, because I do believe this to be true, but I'm sure we're going to find out more stuff as it unfolds. But guys, let me know your whole thoughts on this situation. It's dark, bro. It is dark. I actually do feel sorry for Lil Dotz, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. I do genuinely feel sorry for him, but again, these are consequences of his actions. You've got to be held accountable for the stuff that you've done. I just feel sorry for the family. Like, let this be a lesson to a lot of people who are out there on the roads living that life. You just end up either dead or in jail. When you've got this beef going on, I get that you can't just squash the beef. It goes on for a long time. It's generational beef as well. Like, this stuff has been going on for a long time. People have lost their lives, so I understand that. But at the same time, getting out of it will stop you getting hurt, getting killed, and also going to jail. So for these guys who get motion doing music, just focus on the music, bro. That's my advice. I'm not someone to be giving you advice or someone that I feel like you have to listen to. I'm not saying I'm an advocate for you guys, but this is my opinion and what I believe. I just feel like if you're going to get some motion from the music and you come from the roads, you've got beef, you're doing illegal activity, yo, turn that illegal activity into something legal by putting music out, getting legal money back out of it. Then you can start getting a mortgage. You can buy a yard legally. You can actually spend your money. You don't have to have money in cash. You can have money in the bank account. You just go to Dubai or something, or get away from where the ops are and just live your life, bro, because this life is not worth it. Like, let this be a lesson to you youngsters. A lot of people glorify this stuff, and people even say I glorify this stuff. Listen, I don't glorify it. I don't think this stuff is cool. I don't think this stuff is something to be proud of. I always say that this stuff isn't actually good, and I don't want people to be doing this. And my advice to everyone, including the people who are involved in gangs and whatnot, is to get out of that life and do something positive, because as I always say, you just end up either dead, in jail, or people are trying to hurt you and you're looking over your shoulder all the time. It's not worth it. But anyway, that's the news that we've got for today. So you guys let me know your thoughts and opinions on this situation. It's dark, man. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Honcho's House. Drop the video a like if you've watched it all the way to the end. And if you want more of these type of updates, I'm out for now, man.